Live. Hello. Hi, Gali.
Hello.
We're live
Hi.
on Instagram. We're
Oh,
live
amazing. There we go.
on
Now I see you on Instagram. Yes, go ahead.
we're live on Facebook, on YouTube. We are live, very alive.
Live
Yes.
and live and alive.
Yes.
Very good. I sent you a request to join now.
I see the request.
Okay, excellent. If you're here, please say hello. We're talking about Dubai today. Let me just make sure that we're streaming on Facebook and that all is working. And it'll
Yes.
give a chance for everybody to sign on. Let me see. Yes, YouTube is working. Facebook is rumbling. Perfect. I see that it's on. Let me just make it so that I can have it public. There we go. Okay, we are public, we are live, and we're ready to rock and roll.
Okay. So, um, what are we talking about today?
So
Very
today we are
interesting.
talking about the wealth secrets of Dubai. What people can learn about Dubai and what are
Mhm.
the principles that Dubai used to go from a desert to this wealthy, super futuristic, innovative, wealthy nation that is doing so well? So, what can people learn and apply? What is Dubai doing differently? How can people use it to become rich too?
Okay. So, the first thing that we need to understand is in anything, if you operate based on the correct principles, you can
Hmm.
say that if you understand the physics of the matter, you'll have bridges, you'll have results.
Yeah,
And if not, you'll have accidents.
true. Yeah.
So the difference between Dubai and any other or most other countries, if not all, is that the leaders of Dubai understand the principles. And the more you understand the principles, the better you will live.
Yes. And now, what is a principle? When you say they understand the principles, what does that mean?
It means that there are basic laws in anything
Hmm.
that define or describe how something works. So, for example, I'll give you an example. There is a basic law that says that if you reward people for good results, not for good doing,
Hmm. Yeah.
result, not good doing. If you
Yeah.
reward people for good results, you'll get good results. But at the same time, you have to penalize people for bad results.
Hmm.
If you operate based on that principle, you'll see things will improve. If not, if you reward the useless, the person that thinks that he is entitled to help from the government, the person that blame everyone else for his condition, you will not get a good result. You will get more and more bad results because you will validate the uselessness.
Yes.
But the
Yes.
more basic principle behind it is what you validate increase. So if you validate results, you get results. If you validate uselessness, you get an average country.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, because the average country does reward and validate people that aren't doing well. If you're not doing well, you get help. And if you're doing well, you get penalized to a greater or lesser degree.
Yeah, and you penalize by tax. So the better you do, the more tax you pay. The worse you do, you get a negative tax. You get reward from the government, unemployment. Unemployment is actually a
Hmm.
reward for no production, for no
Hmm.
results. You've been
Yes.
fired not because you've been the best person in the universe, because you've probably been useless. Although you
Yeah.
think that your boss was bad, but he's successful and you are not, so probably you are the useless person.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you got, and now the government reward you with free money for
Yeah.
sitting
Like,
at home for doing nothing.
yeah, that's what we saw happening during COVID. People didn't even want to go to work because they could work from they could do nothing, not work, and get paid from the government. So why work? In other words, if you give people a reward for not being productive, then great, they'll do more of that.
So the basic law is, the more you operate on wrong principles, the worse the situation of that country, of that society, of that person is. So if a person, never mind the country, if a person don't have what he needs to have, it is because he believes that he's doing everything correct. He doesn't know. It's like a person in the middle of Africa doesn't know about the principles of life. He knows less of the principles of life, so his life do not go very well. And you know it, and you come and you tell him, and you say, and he said, no, 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 no. I need to just beat harder the voodoo drums. That's what will fix everything. I just did not hit hard enough the voodoo drums, or I didn't eat this mushroom, or I didn't do ayahuasca, or whatever, some nonsense that they have in their mind is an explanation to their bad result. And when the explanation is not in line with the actual basic principle of the area, the manifestation is that you will not do well.
Right.
So when
Yeah.
people found about the antibiotic, life improved because it's somehow more aligned with the principles of life than praying to some kind of a stone.
Yeah, for sure. Exactly. And so Dubai has got something figured out. They've basically managed to somehow pull everyone together and get this thing going and attract people to come and to invest into the area and to prosper, really. So what do they do that's so different? And by the way, hi on the chat to Margaret and to Ronell. If you're
I
here,
remember.
definitely say hi. And if you have any questions, of course, put them in the chat.
Yes, and I saw also people in on Instagram that saying hi.
Yes.
So
Hi,
hi.
hi. Yeah, hi.
Okay, so in reality, there are quite a few principles that you need to learn, but there
Mhm.
are 24 key principles. There are more principles, but there are 24 key principles that are very extremely evident in
Dubai.
Dubai that
Mhm.
you can use to and can apply in your own life, and then you can learn more and more principles. The basic idea is that the more principles you 100% know, the better your life is. If your life is not going as well as you want, there's no secret thing. It's just you don't know the principle. It's like if you don't know physics, you will not be able to drill a hole through a mountain.
Yeah,
You'll not be
exactly.
able to fly above a mountain. You'll be the slave of the mountain. The mountain will tell you where to go. But if you do understand the principle, you can just simply fly over the mountain, drill a hole through the mountain, or even remove the mountain because you understand physics.
Yes, yes.
And if not, the mountain tells you what to do, and otherwise you tell the mountain what to do. So the question is basically, is the environment giving you the command, or are you giving the command to the environment? If you cannot
Mm.
buy what you want to buy, you get the commands from the environment. If you are not doing well, you obey the environment. Okay.
Mhm. Yeah,
So
absolutely.
so we can go through some of the principles, and maybe we'll do
Yeah.
another live and do more of those principles. But the first principle is that in Dubai, they make sure that things are beautiful. And that's
Mm.
go really into amazing extent. For example, everything is clean.
Ah,
If your car is not clean, you get penalized, and if your car is not clean, they can confiscate your car, and in order to get it back, you need to pay like something like, I think, $10,000 to get your car back because it was not clean.
wow.
Yeah, and
Wow.
you will say, but this is draconian. Yes, it is. But on the other hand, you don't say that it's draconian not to kill. You'll go to jail for life if you kill. But
Right.
if you really understand that keeping your car clean, making sure you don't that everything around is clean, that making sure that the buildings are clean. If the owner of the building don't keep the building clean, he gets penalized. Why?
Mm.
They know the principle that when you have a clean and organized environment, you produce better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It
that's
applies
amazing.
to a hoarder. You'll see that you will not produce. Hoarders don't have results because it's a mess. The spirit likes beautiful thing, and when the spirit deteriorate, it start to get ugly thing. It makes the body ugly. It deform the body and it deform the environment. So
Mm-hmm.
they really understand the principle of you need to keep everything nice and clean.
Yeah.
Uh, and it's got to do on your personal life of you need to keep your folders in your computer nice and clean in the correct place, not in a mess. It applies. By the way, your chair makes a lot of noise. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Maybe you can lock it. Um, you see that once you understand that, it applies to everything. It applies to your environment. When you come to work, do you clean the environment? Do you clean your desk?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, do you actually look nice and clean? Do you smell good?
Mm-hmm.
Do you organize your files correctly in the computer, or is it all a mess? Do you use your, like most people, they're using the desktop as a filing cabinet? Yes. So this is really unbelievable. They really make sure that everything is nice and clean because the spirit produce better, feel better, have better result when everything is nice and clean around you.
Mm-hmm. Here on Instagram, Jenna first of all said hi, and Craig said wow, and yes, Jenna said, "Wow, the spirit likes everything beautiful." It's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, that's why you see that with beauty, you can remove any barrier. So when you fall in love with a beautiful woman, because she's beautiful, just because she's beautiful, you'll do anything for her, and there will be no barriers.
Mm,
And when you start to find fault with her, and she stop being beautiful in your eyes, you will substitute the no problems with endless amount of problems.
wow. Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
It's
That's
just
amazing.
amazing. So the leaders really understand the principles, even if they cannot define it, they somehow know the principle.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, the part of this thing is that because the leaders understand the principle, they also another principle. They understand that the average man in the street do not understand the principle and cannot be trusted.
Hmm. Okay.
If
You're
you
saying they know that the average person cannot be trusted.
100%, and that's why they didn't set up democracy.
Mm-hmm.
Why? They set up such a system that they have a leader that is not chosen, but it's a loving leader. It's a
Mm-hmm.
leader that really take care of his people. And one of the amazing things that this leader is doing, because he really loves people, and because on the one hand, he understands that groups are insane. If you let the groups just go with uncontrolled, they will come up with the most insane things in the universe. Look at any company. The moment that people start to gossip about management and about other people, etc., the company is gone. Yes, they
Yes.
destroy the
True.
company by their own hands, and they don't understand it. Yes,
Yeah.
and
They,
you
they bite the hand that feeds them. Yes.
and you can help a person, and he can come to you and tell you, "Oh, you behave to me like I'm a child." No, despite the fact that you're stupid, I still behave to you with respect and try to train you and help you. But he thinks
Yes.
that I behave to him like a child. Okay.
Yes.
So this leader understand it. So on the one hand, the rules are very strict,
Mhm.
extremely strict rules. So there is no crime in Dubai.
Wow.
No crime, zero crime. But on the other hand, every month he pick up randomly few hundred people and he sit with them for the whole day and listen to their ideas, their it's not a complaint session. It is a session of how we can improve Dubai, not what's wrong. You're not allowed to say what's wrong. If you are
Hmm.
saying something that's wrong, go away. We don't need you.
Yes.
We don't need whiners, because if something wrong, what he says is go and fix it.
Uh-huh.
His answer is always anything wrong. Anyone that complain, cut his head, but not physically. Yes,
Yeah,
cut
yeah.
his head. Because why don't you fix it?
Yeah, right.
Instead
Amazing.
of complaining, why don't you fix it? In an of average company, the people that complain, if they were not useless, they would fix it instead of complaining. Even in a
Hmm.
relationship, instead of complaining about what's wrong with your partner, fix it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
it has to be strong enough that even if the partner is not sane, there need to be enough force that the partner will have to learn and improve. So they
Hmm.
need to be force and intelligence. So he's using it very smartly. He's using 50% force, 50% intelligence. So
Wow.
he sits with these people every day, every month, and they're not allowed to complain, but they're allowed to come up with any possible way to improve Dubai.
Wow. It's
It's
amazing.
amazing.
Yeah,
The
totally.
richest man in the world, the most successful person in terms of the size, the effect created, a miracle creator. He took a desert in 50 years. He created better than heaven, and he sits every month with his people and listen to them what can be improved, not what is wrong, but
Hmm.
how can you improve something. Give me a solution, not a problem.
Yeah.
Like if you give me a problem, I don't need you.
Yes, yes. Yeah,
You-
that's incredible.
You're useless. I don't need problems. I need solution and only solutions. Now, if
Yes.
this you take it to your life and you stop complaining and
Yeah.
instead you start improving things, you stop finding what's wrong. You just
Hmm.
improve things. You okay, something wrong, whatever. Let's see what how am. It's not a problem. How do I solve it? How
Yeah,
do I solve it? Not who can I blame for it.
exactly.
You'll see that life will improve. You will become
Yeah.
super rich.
Amazing. Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. That's such a different approach and viewpoint. Margaret said, wow, what a different perspective. Kapil, wow,
Yes.
I didn't know that about the leader of Dubai. That's amazing. Yeah.
Just imagine that no one allowed in the media. They totally control the media, and in the media you are not allowed to put bad news.
Hmm.
There's no this person stole this thing bad, this thing bad. No, no, no. He says the following: if there's anything bad, there's a specific division in the government, and the division of this government responsible to fixing problems. You complain about the problem, give the problem, and give a suggested solution. If you don't give a suggested solution that is practical, we just don't look at it.
Wow.
So the
Yeah.
media is not a place to
Incredible.
bitch. It's not a place to make everyone upset and
Hmm.
feel that everything is wrong. But the media is a place
Hmm.
to promote all the successes that Dubai have. The usual meeting in a
Hmm.
company, the usual daily report is bitching.
Yeah.
And he
100%.
says, no,
Yeah.
don't bitch. There's something wrong. You did not handle it. It's why
Yeah.
only me needs to fix everything? Why the government needs to fix
Yeah.
everything? You live here as well. Fix it. Do something
Yeah.
about it. Come up with
Yeah.
the solution or don't talk. You will
Yeah.
you will think,
Yeah.
but
Wow.
what about freedom of speech? No, bitching is not freedom of speech. It's just insanity. To get a robot to say things, to put a bot to say things online is not sanity. It's insanity. And most people are worse than bot because they don't think they have reaction to things. They reacted to things. They don't control the things. So
Mhm.
every time you react to things, every time you don't bring the expected result, you're just a robot. You have a pattern response.
Yeah.
And it's not easy to hear, but if you want to improve, that's how do you improve?
Yeah. 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 That's incredible.
Because otherwise you
Wow.
have these
That's
people that finding wrong, finding wrong, finding wrong, finding wrong. I put some kind of a video on that I'm doing something in the gym and that I really put effort and really fight the trainer and blah 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 blah. And some people loved it, and some people that are really look bad. Like I saw the people that complain, they're fat and useless in terms of their body, and from what I can say in terms of their life, but they complain that my form was not okay. The form was not
Hmm.
okay.
Yeah.
It's not the point
Yeah.
of this exercise at all, but it didn't look.
Yeah.
Or one guy said, no, it doesn't look. Seems to me, it seems that you are making it up. It's not real. Or another nonsense. They find what's
Yeah.
wrong
Yeah.
instead of finding what's right, and so their life is
Hmm.
wrong.
Yeah. 100%. Most people are
What's
fixated on that.
wrong?
That's
What's wrong?
so
What's wrong?
true.
What's wrong?
Yeah.
And so they create a
Yeah.
wrong life.
Yeah. Wow.
You want to create
Wow.
a right life,
100%.
find what's right. You want to create a wrong life,
Hmm.
find what's wrong. The leader of Dubai found what's right. He found that he has this
Hmm.
amazing desert that he can create by ideas. He can turn this desert into the best place on earth. And people think, oh no, but they
Yeah.
have oil. No, actually, only 6% of the wealth of Dubai comes from oil. And the interesting thing is,
Hmm.
people don't pay tax. Zero tax, individual tax, yes? Um, Companies pay
Mm.
9%, but companies that deal with oil, for example, pay 20, 30% tax because they're using the resource of everyone to make money. So they're taking the
Yeah.
oil from
I
the
see.
ground, which is the resource of everyone. So, excuse me, give me the money to create a better infrastructure for everyone. So it's just correct. The
Yes.
viewpoint
Yes.
is correct. He's operating on principles
Yeah.
that are correct. It's not correct to
Hmm.
let every certain person upset everyone. Freedom of speech should be
Yeah.
total freedom of speech to anyone that you want to talk to, but not using the general communication that affect everyone and make everyone crazy. No, you want freedom of speech, write
Yeah.
a book.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, 100%, or promote it on your channels, but not on the main lines that yeah, so it doesn't mean that they don't have, like, an update on, like, global events that might be bad news, like, oh, if it was, I don't know, the time of the Titanic, they
Yes,
will say the Titanic
yeah,
sunk
but
or
they put
whatever, but,
so much good
like,
news. They put so much good news
yeah,
that the bad news is buried somewhere. Where, on the other hand, in let's say in South Africa or in the US, there is so much bad news that the good news is buried somewhere.
100% true,
They
totally, it's
insist
exactly that.
in the US, in
Exactly.
South Africa, in Israel, in the moon, is to the bad news, the bad news, the bad news.
Yeah, the bad yes.
So it's
Yes.
totally different
True,
viewpoint.
true.
Totally, everything is a different viewpoint. Uh, he, under-
Wow,
he
that's
understands
amazing.
the idea of you need to deliver what you promise.
Mm,
So,
okay, yeah, which I
so
get, but
for
what do you mean? Yeah.
example, what they do is if there is a developer that build a building or a project, what they say, wonderful developer, you want to build a building. First of all, you need to come up with the price of the land. So you are committed somehow, bring an investor, whatever, bring the money for the land. So they purchase the land. Now you can
Yeah.
sell with no interest. You can buy a house in Dubai for zero interest. You can, yeah,
Mhm.
you
Wow.
need to put zero,
0
zero,
interest?
zero. You can
0?
put 1% deposit, 10% deposit, 20% deposit, and you get a mortgage with zero interest. And how does it work? He says, look, those people now going to pay you money. They're giving you 10% deposit, 20% deposit, and every month they're paying you money. You're not getting the money. We, the government, get the money. We holding the money for you, and you prove that you deliver the part of the plan as you say at that moment, and each part of the plan is supposed to cost so much, and we give you that amount of money to this part of the plan. So at the end, we know for sure that you will make the project, you will complete the project on time and on budget. And if you don't, it's your problem, it's your penalties. And if by weird situation you ran away with the money, you went bankrupt, something happened, the government give the guarantee to the investors, the people that purchase the house, that they will complete the building at no extra cost for the investors.
Wow. Wow. So secures
100%
everyone.
secure.
Everyone's
You cannot
comfortable
lose
to
money.
invest.
It's you have to be. You
Yeah.
can lose money if you buy a property that it's too expensive and the market go up or the market go down. This is normal, but not because someone stole your money.
I see. There's like a insurance in a way. The government insures you
Yeah.
because you, which is great. You committed that you commit. I'm going to invest. I trust you. So they say, yeah, you can trust us. We'll
Yeah.
back up your trust.
The government.
That's amazing.
Every day, every year there is. I think every day there is 80,000 people that coming to Dubai. Every day, 80,000 people that come to work.
Wow.
To work in Dubai, not visitors. To work.
From
From India,
neighboring
from
countries,
Pakistan,
or
from the Muslims, from
oh, I see.
Israel,
I see. I
from
see.
like they are open. You want to work, not a
Yeah.
problem. As you come, for as long as you actually work, you can have a working visa. You pay something very small, I don't know, maybe a few $100s, and you have a working visa. And for as long as you work and for as long as you contribute, you're welcome.
Yes. Amazing. Wow. Yeah. Supporting production, in other words, if it's in the direction
If
of
you bring
producing.
result, if you produce, I will reward you. Now,
Yeah.
Dubai
Wow.
is so versatile that you can work, you can live for, I don't know, $20 per day or $20 million per day. Like
Yeah.
it's so
Yeah.
so
Exactly.
versatile. There is everything there. He built this country and he did it so nicely, and he insisted that there is no criticism, that people don't know why, but they love him. They love him. They love the leaders. They actually love the leaders, because there is not someone like in every company that go and say, oh, this is bad and this is bad and this is bad. You say something, you're just not allowed to do that. There is no newspaper that interpolate everyone, get everyone upset, finding what's wrong. The basic
Yes.
principle is finding what's right, and if it's not right, you fix it. So of course I will love the leader.
Yeah. Yeah. And sets up such a conducive environment
Yeah.
for production.
Yeah.
It's amazing. By the way, on Instagram, Craig said, wow, so insightful. And Kamal from Canada said hi. Hi, Kamal. And then also we had here Avi Budara said hi. And we have on YouTube, the Chalice TV. Hi from Washington, D.C. Any advice for starting a global startup? And also, what's the mineral industry like in Dubai? I don't know if you know about it
Amazing.
there.
Like there is no area in Dubai that do not explode, like really explode, and they are really exceptionally open to foreigners. So, for example, you as a foreigner, you come in to work. Most of the workers, most of the expansion is so big. So Dubai itself is very small. It's very small. The local Emiratis are very minority, but they're so inviting, so nice, that there is whatever you want, they will help you. Like the whole viewpoint is, I was working in some place, and I was looking for an office because I was going to meet someone in some office, and the taxi driver dropped me somewhere, and I was just asking someone in the street, tell me, where is this office? And this guy said, not a problem, come with me. He walked me around. He went out of his way, walked me around, got me to the reception. At the reception, he spoke to the guy and said, this guy is looking for this. He like got me to the gate. And I said, it's okay,
Wow.
just show me. And he said, no, I want to help you. They really want to help. Why? They're not becoming crazy by all the bad news. So they are normal people. Normal people love other people. Normal people wants to help. Normal people see the good in people.
Yeah.
Normal people will go out of the way to show you the building, get you into the building, make sure that you are okay. Ask someone in New York
Wow.
and they will give you a look. Ask someone in South Africa and they will think that you come to rob them. Ask someone in Israel and they will think that you come to shoot them. It's like it used to be when I was a child. The viewpoint was if someone is stuck in the middle of the road or if someone asks for help, you go out of the way to help them.
Yeah.
It's not like
Yeah.
that. Yes.
Amazing.
So everything
Yeah.
is there is really very ethical, very clean. Just there's no crime. There's zero crime. Like zero crime. You can walk in the middle of the night with $100,000 in cash. Nothing will happen to you. In a see-through plastic bag, no one will bother you. It's really, really incredible. And everything is built in such a way. Please help us to bring results. And you will be rewarded for it. You're foreigners, you'll not pay tax. Even if you're a foreigner, you come using our infrastructure, but you're helping us to improve the country, so we will help you. No tax, no problems. Everything is easy. Everything is easy. He removed. There is a story that they told me that at the beginning he came to some offices, the government offices, and he looked at things and he checked how long they take and where are the people. And he saw that some managers are not there and things taking long. And he put laws that if the result of a government department is not this and this and that, he put that he put standard for each government division. What's the speed of approval? What the speed of that? What the speed? And they're measuring it. And if the result is not like that, the people that responsible for this area and the team get replaced. Everyone, not just the manager, everyone. Because why you at the bottom, you, the janitor, did not help to make it better? Why didn't you fix it? As a group, you have responsibility.
Yes.
And the basic idea is that in a group, an athletics person cannot survive if the group do not allow it.
Yeah, I see.
Another amazing thing is no drugs, zero drugs. You cannot find drugs in Dubai.
Like a harsh punishment,
You
no tolerance for
you
it.
smoke cigarettes of drug. How do you call it? Joint. You smoke a joint, weed. Yes.
Weed.
Smoke
Yeah.
weed,
Yeah.
and you go to jail for 20 years. 20 years,
Wow.
like no drugs,
Wow.
no drugs. On the other hand, they're totally against alcohol for the local people, but foreigners, they're totally fine if you want to drink alcohol at moderation. They will not sell. The people that selling alcohol are not allowed to sell you too much alcohol. So everything is, I want you to be sane. Even if you don't want to be sane, I will make sure that you'll be sane, because otherwise you create damage to everyone else. So excuse me, it's not a free country.
Yeah.
It's a productive country. It's not an insane country. Free country is not a license to make everyone insane. This is what's happening here.
Right, exactly.
This is happening in every country in the world. Free country mean I can make everyone insane. And for you in your private life, a relationship do not mean you have a license to make everyone insane in the family. You have a license to help everyone in the family.
Yes.
It's just so
Yes.
unbelievable.
That's amazing.
Everything. So, as I said at the beginning, if you know the principles, the system that you'll build around you, your behavior will change, and the result will change.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. I can see that
It's
for
just
sure. That's amazing. Now, a couple quick question. Yeah, it's very unbelievable. Ronell said, "Wow." Margaret said, "Interesting about oil tax." Kapil and Margaret were wowed by the news.
yeah,
No bad news. Yeah. So Kapil asked, "Can someone from other countries like India also get interest-free loans in Dubai? Who
anyone,
considers to get
anyone,
a home there, or is it for the
anyone.
citizens only?"
For the
Anyone.
citizens, what they do for the
Yeah.
citizens is once you get married, you get a free house, but only the citizens. A free
Like,
house you get
as
as
in
free. As a
money
free,
for
you
it?
buy a
Yeah.
house and the government pay for it. Depends on how much you produce and how much you contributed is the size of the house.
And you
Yeah,
have to pay it back
you
over
get
time or
a
something?
free house.
Wow. Wow.
It's
It's wild.
Yeah,
It's
but
hard
you
to
get
imagine.
married to the house.
Yeah.
The government give you the security. The
Wow.
government demand that you produce. The government demand that you will contribute. The government demand that you'll do a lot of things. And if not, you get nothing. But the government also give you the basic things. They give you a house. They give you free medical and free education. But if you don't do well in
Yeah.
education, you'll get worse results in the housing. Because if you
Uh-huh.
are
I see.
educated, you are more valuable to the government.
Yes, yes, I
Everything
see.
connected
Incredible.
with we will reward the able and we will make it very intolerable to be unable.
Wow. That's
And everyone is
incredible.
able.
That's
Everyone is
incredible.
able. It's not you don't find useless people. You don't find useless people, especially not local for sure, but not also people that come from other countries. Because if you don't produce, you lose your visa and you get kicked out. We don't need useless people
Yeah.
here. We need
Amazing.
productive people.
Amazing. Now, so speaking of that, uh, you've been going to Dubai. Do you want to touch a bit upon? I mean, we've already been going for almost 40 minutes, so
Yeah.
nearing the end. Do you want to touch upon what you're doing there and what does this all mean for people?
So
What
what
can
we
they
do,
do?
I'm setting up a system where people will be able to invest in Dubai without going through all the process that I'm going through, learning all the laws, figuring out how to do everything, because there's a lot that you need to learn. Because if you make a mistake there, they are very intolerable. If you do something, even by mistake, illegal, you pay so much that it is you lose everything. Yes, and
Yeah.
they are very intolerable of mistake. They say you need to be professional. You want to be in Dubai, you want to invest, become a professional. If not, don't come. Very simple. Yes.
Yeah.
So
Amazing.
I'm going through this
Hmm.
whole thing and I'm
Yeah.
setting up a system where people will be able to invest in Dubai and in real estate. So the investment is 100% secure. And it's not important if you want to invest $1 or $1 million. And your return is 100% secure by making sure that they get a property in the portion that they invested. Let's say a project is a $1 million project, and you put $100,000 or
Hmm.
$10,000. If you put $100,000, you
Yeah.
get 1%, 10% of the project, and if you
10%.
put $10,000, you get 1% of the project, and you get every
Hmm.
month or once per year or every month, depends on how you want. There's different option. You get the interest on the money that is more or less double than what the bank will give you, double. And when
Hmm.
we sell the product and in Dubai the property,
The
when we sell
property.
the property in
Yeah.
Dubai, the prices go crazy up. Like you put out an apartment to sell, within the first day, a whole building of 1,000 apartments gets sold in 5 hours. Like everything
Yeah.
itself, very like it's crazy
Yeah.
what's happening there. This shortage of apartments, this shortage of offices, They expand. There is 80,000 people coming into Dubai to work every day. I'm not talking about Airbnb. I'm not talking about whatever. Yes, to
Yeah. Tourism and
grows.
all that.
It's
Yeah.
crazy. It's a miracle what's happening in Dubai. They build and build and build, and everything is so beautiful. Everything is amazing. So anyone that will
Hmm.
want to invest and actually make a real return, not like having the money sitting in the bank, and it's not important how much will get a return as an interest. And on top of that, when we sell the property, he will get a percentage of the profit that we make on selling the property. We run the property, we rent it, we maintain it, we do everything, all the costs, all the government licensing, all the everything. We have a company there that takes care of everything, and you just get you get your interest every month or every year, and you get the upside when we sell the property. So it's just
Hmm.
unbelievable investment, because let's say you get 7% per year every year, and you get 25% on the value of the property, and the property, let's say, at least minimum twice its value, minimum. Like if we did a bad investment, it's double its
Yeah.
value. Usually it's three times its value, which means that the overall return that you get is above 10%. Above
Yes.
10% per
Yes.
year on money that 100%
Yeah.
secure, not volatile, not risking it with some investment that no one knows what happened, and any amount. It's not important if we want to invest
Hmm.
$10,000, $5,000, $3,000, any amount, $1. So we
Yeah.
set up
Hmm.
the system in such a way that everyone can get rewarded from this activity. Yes. Uh, and the basic
Yes.
idea is we want to help. The basic principle is you are as valuable as you help. And I'm sure that we can
Hmm.
help with this system because we know how to buy, we know how to manage it, we learned and we know what are all the legal rudiments, what all the legal tricks that you need to go through to make sure that you don't violate any rule, and you cannot make a mistake if you actually
Hmm.
work like that. Now, if
Yeah.
you go and you
Yeah.
buy it
100%.
yourself, you'll see that the return on the money in Dubai, if you rent the property, you maybe get 5 to 6, 7%. If you have 100% occupancy, so you will
Occupancy.
make much more money if you do it with us. And you will not know how to
Yes.
buy,
Yes.
because you can buy and lose a lot of money, because a lot of people buying properties, because the market is such a seller market. A lot of people just buy property at any, like, people don't negotiate the prices. They cannot negotiate the prices. We buy
Yeah.
in different way. We don't buy projects that are off the plans. We buy in a different way. We have a very specific
Hmm.
criteria of what we are looking for. So you make money, and otherwise not,
Yeah.
or very difficult for you. Just the investment of being there for months. So I'm going there every week for a week, every week for a week. Just going there and being just just to arrive there, it's expensive, and the lawyers and the systems and the accountants and everything to set up. And now there's another very interesting thing that we're doing. Every person that invests with us, we're setting for them a tax-free environment. So you join a company
Mm.
that do not pay tax. So you personal as a
Hmm.
person that invested within this company, you don't pay local tax.
Yeah.
So we
Wow.
have this extra wherever you are, you will pay tax, not there. So we help you setting up a
Yes.
very clever tax structure that protect you from worldwide tax. So it's really, really
Hmm.
smart. Obviously, everything is
Wow.
100% legal with accountants and lawyers and so on and so on.
Yeah, of course. Amazing. It's going to be unbelievable. It's almost there, and it's basically on the cusp of being ready. And so anybody that's interested can go to gprosperity.com/Dubai. You put in your name and email. What's nice is you immediately get access to a series of wealth secrets about Dubai that Meir's putting out, and there'll be more and more principles of wealth. You get a whole series of videos,
Yes.
but by you giving your name and email,
Yeah, go ahead. Go
oh,
ahead.
sorry, but by you putting in your email, you'll be able to show your interest as well. We'll contact you when this
Yeah.
opportunity is ready. So you get a double whammy. You get some more free content that's only on that page. And on the other hand, you indicate, I want to know more about what you guys are doing there. So it's gprosperity.com/Dubai.
And I think
Yeah.
we can also talk about what we're planning to do with there's some people that um, want to buy properties and they don't have money for properties, but they don't want to invest only in like $10,000 or something. They have more money that they want to invest, but they want to buy a property, fully buying a property, but they don't have the money. And we have methods of helping a person to buy a full property and actually it's a different method of investment that if you have the money to put, the down payment to put, for example, if you have $1 million that you can invest on, or you want to buy a property of $1 million and you have $300,000 to invest as a down payment, we can show you how we can organize for you a mortgage where otherwise you will not get it from the bank.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
especially in South Africa. Especially in South Africa.
Yeah.
So
So if you're in South Africa and you have,
help with real estate.
yeah,
With
in South Africa, sorry, say again.
With financing real estate. If you need
Yeah.
to finance real estate, talk to us. We can bridge, we can do all kind of things to help.
Yeah. There's a problem in South Africa where you can basically have the money, but the banks won't lend you money because maybe you're foreign or you're self-employed and you don't show on paper that you have the income, but you do. So if you're in that type of situation, speak to us. We'll help you to get the property. We'll be your bank in a way.
Yeah.
And you put that deposit, we'll show you how to get the rest of the money.
Yeah, sometimes people just have the money in crypto and they don't want to take it out of crypto
Yes.
because they're assuming that the crypto will go up. We can help with that as well. So we can
Yes.
really help to get you to maximize the money that you do have. And instead of sitting in the bank and doing 3% after interest, after tax and whatever, maybe 2%, 2.5%, can actually help you to make much, much, much more, double, 3 times your money for sure.
Amazing. And Kapil said, I know people who invest in property in India. Can we get them to invest or buy property in Dubai with your system? Yeah.
Yeah, of course. 100%.
Yeah, absolutely.
100%. We can
Amazing.
get
So it's gprosperity.com/Dubai. You just go there, put in your name and email. You'll get some free content, and it also will express your interest and will keep you up to date with more information. This was
Yeah.
amazing. Incredible principles. Wow. I loved it, and it's mind blowing what they're doing there. I need to go.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really amazing. And it's one of those things that if you will be part of it, the level, the barrier to entry to really make money there is very high. So you need to start with big. You cannot make money with $20,000 unless if you're using what we're doing. So what we do, we open the door for anyone that want to invest, anyone that wants to create a future. They can invest in this system. And I can say that there is this, the system is so secure that I cannot see how people can lose money. You can only make money in this system. It's like it's almost impossible. Of course, you can lose money theoretically for a certain period of time. Let's say there is a problem in the market. There is another insanity of COVID. There's something like that. Of course,
Yeah,
it
dips,
can happen.
of course.
But if you're willing to wait, eventually it will recover,
Yes.
because it's a real estate. Yeah,
Yeah.
eventually it will happen. It's in Dubai, and it's
Hmm.
it's unbelievable, and the principles are correct. So
Yeah.
you have the same government, so they
Yes.
will not just put another laws of whatever.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's unbelievable. Okay,
Totally. Amazing. 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 Thank you very much. Margaret, loved this chat. Just what I needed. Kapil, amazing insights. Thank you. Thank you very
thank you.
much. gprosperity.com/Dubai.
Share this thing. Once we're putting it online, share it. It's really
Yeah.
going to help a lot of people. So share
Yeah.
it, because it helps. It's really important for people to understand the principles, and it helps also as an investment opportunity. But more important than even the money, understanding those principles, that if your life is not as good as you want, you're missing principles. That's
Hmm.
all.
Yeah. Wow. It's amazing. It's amazing. This
Okay.
was incredible. Incredible. Thank you for being on. Thank you,
Thank
Abba.
you.
Mwah.
You.
Love you.
God love you.
Love
Mwah.
you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.